My YouTubers, if it's working, I'm working on my title for TikTok. Breakfast and a box. Let's see how that works out. It's like I already got no thumbs up. There we go. All right, let's see. Well, it looks like we've got some people. Let's see. We're waiting for TikTok to start throwing some people in. It looks like we got one. And TikTok says they're telling everybody about us right now. All right, let's see what we got here. We got 15 popping in. We got nobody on YouTube. I'm probably going to pull away from this real quick just so I can push these links out to a few people. And we will see what happens. We got one viewer on YouTube. All right, good. Tell your friends. There we go, 121. All right, we're kicking it up. All right, so basically what we're going to do this morning is we're going to cook some dinner or cook some breakfast. We're going to do some prepper chat, and then we're going to open one of the boxes that a company sent me to do an evaluation on. Yeah, probably about an hour tops. Hello, Sharon. Is it Sharon? And I hate to say it, but I have to look like I have you guys. I have YouTube up here, and I have TikTok right there, and YouTube TikTok, yeah. So it's hard to see a lot of things. I see America saying hi. I see lots of people coming in on TikTok saying hello. Yep, that's what we're going to do. So let's get started. I'm going to make a little noise. I'm not Martha Stewart, so I'm not as prepared as most people would be, but we're going to do this anyway. We're going to move this out of the way because I think it's in the way. These are actually cast iron, made in France, very expensive. My girlfriend got them at the thrift store for like $14 a piece. So yeah. All right. Now for some bacon. I really should have like a radio or something playing in the background, you know. Everybody's saying good morning. I appreciate it there on TikTok. On YouTube, it looks like I have one subscriber, and that's okay. YouTube is a different set of people. And I cut this bacon in half, and the other half I cooked yesterday, and it was like almost all fat. I was super surprised. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. That little pot is $114. That big pot is almost $300. And she's got a third one around here someplace. So we're just going to make enough bacon for me. Whenever I talk while I'm cooking, I feel like that famous painter who was like, and we're just going to make a little happy cloud over in this corner. Let's see, and then so 4, we're going to go with 5. I'm going to go with 5 pieces of bacon this morning. And yeah, there's actually a lot of fat in this bacon. Very surprising. I mean, it is Walmart brand, quick value. It's not the thick cut stuff, but I mean, it still tastes good, and I think that's what's really matters. When you're eating bacon, it's all about the flavor. It's not really about dead ant. It's really not about... I woke up this morning to ants all over my counter because I had not put Bob Ross. Yes, Bob Ross. I love Bob Ross. You are freezing up. Well, that's because I'm on the... Let me try something, guys. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to try to flip you guys over to my actual Wi-Fi. And what I want you guys to do is tell me if it gets better. I need to know that, otherwise I'll turn it off. Last night, super disappointing. I could not do a live stream at all. It says it's unstable. Guys, let me know. Let me know if you're not. And I think it's hilarious that it works perfectly with YouTube. Hello, Steven. I don't get it. It works perfectly on YouTube when I live stream on YouTube using my phone and the Wi-Fi, like right now. Yeah, it just kind of does whatever it wants to do when it comes to TikTok, which makes no sense. Let's see, what's this? I've got something popping in here. I took care of that already. Okay, so let's get this party started. If you don't know, you should salt your bacon just a little bit. That will help it to caramelize better. I'm gonna make a little noise back here behind you so I can wash all that bacon grease off my hands. and go get that package I was telling you about. Because I want it to be like a teaser. It's like a teaser for you guys. Let's see here. Apparently in YouTube, no one is watching me, but I don't believe that for a second. Let's see here. Hey, are you guys seeing me any better there on TikTok? I kind of need to know that. That would be super cool if I knew that things were going better on TikTok. Otherwise, I'll just push back to the cellular service and we'll take our chances. Somebody say something. Going to get the package. All right, so while we're watching that, there it is. There's the box. What do we got here? It says we got 269 people in here. I'll come back. My dogs are messing with sprinkler. Got you. Now came back, made it worse. Oh, Jesus. So are you TikTok? Are you actually, I'm in love with your kitchen. Thank you, Danielle. Appreciate it. Good morning. Are you saying TikTok? Are you saying my video is actually worse? Somebody tell me something. Yes, no, thumbs up, thumbs down, something. But this is the box that we're going to open today. And this came from, it says Hanover, Maryland. But I think it's something else. Oh, you know what? I wonder. Somebody told me they were going to send me some dehydrated marshmallows. And I don't know. But we're going to find out. So, we also might talk a little bit about this trauma kit that I built for our MAG, our Mutual Assistance Group, some years ago, because we got tired of all the guys going, "We're with Special Forces and we know what you need to be in your little green bags." I lived with those guys for years on end. I know exactly how full of shit they are. Let's see here. The bacon is starting to get warm, so we're going to turn that to medium. I'm going to grab a couple eggs, and we're going to get some toast started too. The toaster is right behind you guys. It's a shame I don't have like a cameraman to follow me around my kitchen like Gordon Ramsay does. But I guess it is what it is. Sticking the bread to the toaster. And today we'll be having the Farm Fresh. No, I don't know you. We're going to be having the Farm Fresh eggs, guys. So you got to wash your hands after this because sometimes they're not too clean. We're just going to pick a couple of the cleanest ones, I think. We'll set them right there for now. Well, that's a big one. I might end up being a double yolker. Need a fork. Need a fork. Need a spatula. And these are starting to look like they need to be turned. You're going to get a plate with a paper towel on it. We're just going to use paper plates today because we're going to eat outside. We'll just stick that right in there, like so. We'll let that cook a little bit. Aloha, hey, good to go. Yeah, Mr. Decine, love it. Spent a good chunk of my life on that place. Lots and lots of fun. Let's see, and no one has still, there's 139 people watching and no one has still said anything about how the feed looks. What do we got here? We got 3 there. We got 142 there. So I guess we're doing okay. We're just gonna keep an eye on this bacon right here. Getting ready to be done with it. I don't want to overcook it. If you like what you're doing, do me a favor, start pounding those like buttons. That way it draws more people in. Let's see, Daniel says he's going to go check. I appreciate it, Daniel. Thank you. What's up, Jesse? Good morning, Jesse. Jesse, I was thinking about you, man. I was thinking about you. We might actually start talking about this. I think I'm going to re-release that video that I made about this puppy right here. Jesse knows what I'm talking about. Jesse helped build this. What we got going on here? I just don't get it. I don't know what's happening in TikTok. TikTok, somebody push some buttons. I don't know. Maybe if I go back to, maybe if I just go back to the cellular and see what that looks like, because I don't know what is, it's like, TikTok is pretending that it's on with over 100 people watching, but it is just kind of doing some really wonky shit. Basic common sense medical, there you go. Stuff it, pack it, stuff it, pack it, stuff it, pack it, transport. All right, looks like my bacon is done. Well, maybe a little bit more on the other side. Ah, there we go. Yeah, that bacon's looking good now. Gotta get some of that Walmart bacon. What we got here? Aloha, people are joining, 92 people. I just don't think I think maybe when I go outside, my TikTok feed will be a little bit better. I've got 2 bars, and I've done that from the woods, so I don't understand what the problem is. All right, we're gonna call this bacon done because I don't want to overdo it. There we go, just like butter. Speaking of butter, we're gonna put a little bit of that, just for flavoring, right into that bacon and grease. That's right. If I'm going to eat it, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to turn this down just a hair, because that is going to cook out really, really fast. We'll let all that water that's on that bacon, and we're also going to, it's time to push the toaster button and get another plate to eat off of. There we go. That water's cooking off. Always crack your eggs on something flat so that the shell doesn't break inward. And the shell broke anyway, so that's always fun. There we go. Nothing but fun. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. Transfer this bacon over to my main plate that I'm going to eat off of. There we go. Let's see. I'm over here. Oh, I got you, JDM. Hey, there's JDM. I love it. Yeah, JDM, how is the TikTok feed itself? Because it's like, it says it's working, but I honestly don't think it is. Man. I'm just going to take that off the fire for a second. Let's see. Because I think the bacon grease was just too hot to cook eggs. But I'm going to eat it anyway. It might be ugly, but I'm going to eat it anyway. Go ahead and flip it right over. Because it's ugly as sin right now. Everything broke. That's alright. It'll all still be highly edible. Need a butter knife. Bro. Use a separate plate or paper towels for those eggshells, cross-contamination. Yeah, you're right, but you know what? I've eaten a lot of dirt in my life, and I think I'll be okay. Thank you, though. Thank you for your concern. Look, a separate plate. Right? All right, I'm going to call these eggs done. And that was the sound of my toast. Oh, eggs and bacon grease. Gotta love it. Go ahead and turn that off. I'm gonna butter some toast. Grab the old butter dish.
I don't know what you guys can see here, but we're about done anyway, and I want to eat this before it gets cold. So I'm going to move a little faster and not really care where the cameras are. Oh yeah, here we go. Alrighty. There we go. Now we got some food. Now we got some food. Need a fork. I'm going to take that butter knife with me. Alright, I'm going to move you guys outside real quick. We'll start with the, let's start with TikTok guys. YouTubers can actually see me doing this, I think. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't have a film crew. Everything has to be done by hand. Well, things don't look right. What do we got going on over here? So, there you go. Let's put you right there. Let me get the other camera. Coming in, YouTubers. Coming to get the mighty, super duper junk cam thingy bob. There you are. There's my phone's making all sorts of noise just because they want to. There we go. I really need a second good tripod, because this one is like really super crap, basically. All right, let's see here. Let's put you guys right there until I can get the rest of this stuff. You're gonna just enjoy the view for a second. There you go. You guys can just enjoy the view for a second. There we go. I'll be right back. All right. I had to get my coffee. All right. So, now let's get everything adjusted. Hello from Ohio. There we go. Looks like my stream might be doing a little better. Let's turn this way a little bit. I'm trying to maneuver lots and lots of stuff, guys. All right. What do we got here? And let's see. We got some YouTubers there. I think we're going to just let you guys fall through there and see what happens. Maybe back you up a hair more. All right. Guess it is what it is. Maybe if I put you on the table. Let's try that. My cat is trying to figure out what these tripods are. All right, let's try this. There we go. I think that's a little better for the YouTube people. There we go. All right, there we go. Perfect. Now I can see the cameras. Where is the best place to get produce for canning? Your local market. Hello, crazy man. Don't mind me. I'm going to eat. I'm going to show you. Here we go. One last beautiful shot before I destroy it. Here we go. Some bacon, some eggs fried in bacon grease, and lots of butter on the toast. Yeah, put them on the table. How can I safely store water? Well, the easiest way to do it is to go to Walmart or to Amazon and buy the blue containers. Put your tap water, as long as it's treated, right into it, seal them up, and put them in a cool, dark place. The easiest way to obtain that said water is just to go to like the Dollar Tree and buy their thicker, clear water bottles. I don't recommend clear, but that's thicker plastic. And then just stuff those in a closet. Those things will easily be good for 6 months to a year like any other water. My grass is beautiful. Thank you very much. It's a pain in the ass to cut. I actually have a tractor that's down right now because its front the bucket hydraulic blew the seal, and the tractor also has a hydrostatic drive. So we are sticking piling cases of water. I mean, yeah, that's an option. User prison number 4490280814283. That's right. I always joke about that. It's nothing personal. But hey, listen, if you want to build a community, you're going to have to get rid of your prison name. This is good. What do we got here? Where should I store the 50 gallons from Amazon? Well, I don't know if you'd buy 50 gallons from Amazon, but I think they're 6-gallon containers. They're the blue ones, so they're like the aqua blue or something like that. Go to the link in my bio, go to my store, look for water, and you'll find it there. But you can stack those. You can stack them. You can stack them too high, so it's basically 12 gallons would take up like maybe, what's that, 3, 6, 9, 18 square feet, which is straight up. Yeah, closets. If you're talking about preparedness and you're really, really worried, does it freaking matter? Stack them in a corner. Stack them in your kid's bedroom. Stack them in the back of the bathroom. You know, stack them someplace. You know. Stop trying to sell my stuff. Listen, here's the thing, guys. I do have an Amazon page, and I do have trusted affiliateships with products that I actually own and support. Everything that I have on my Amazon page, I either physically own or have tested and found to be good. Companies send me shit all the time to be tested. That's probably what's in that box we're going to open later on today. I'm expecting them to actually be MERS radios from a company called, I think it's Reviton or something like that. I honestly don't know, but I was thinking this morning when I woke up, there's supposed to be some larger antennas inside of the box, and it's a small box. So those antennas might, I don't want them to have an intentional bend in them like forever. So it's time to open the box, you know. I'm just watching you eat. I have Brandon flakes. Well, if that's your kink, then so be it. I'm gonna eat some of this bacon. I'm gonna eat some of this Walmart loaded with fat, tasty bacon. It's a little crispier than normal, but it still have lots of flavor. Would you recommend a CB radio? Yes, I would, especially if you live close to a major highway. Truckers talk all the time. They always have the gouge. This is a typical American breakfast, man. 4 pieces of bacon, 2 eggs, and a couple pieces of toast. This is regular old American breakfast. What do you think is more valuable, walkie-talkies or broadband radio? It depends on what you want to do. Buying a radio is very subjective. You either you have to know what your plan to use the radios are. You know, I always recommend people just go get themselves a Bofang UV5R. Hello, Rose Bruno. Hey, goofy cat, what are you chasing? I don't know if you guys saw that or not. The problems with MERS specifically is they're limited to 2 watts, really limits the distance. Yes, Sam, be ready, but here's the thing. The reason why I like the MERS, and I actually told the company to send me the MERS, was because MERS operates better in an open environment like these woods, okay? And FRS radios operate better in enclosed environments. They like to go through or wrap around or bend around walls really good. They bounce around a lot. So you're going to be able to extend ranges that way. Now, the focus of these radios is not for transmitting miles and miles away. They're team radios. They're for using around local properties, things like that. And you don't need a license. So, yeah, there's a lot of benefits. And we've had this conversation before. I literally looked at your text and was like, this is exactly what he typed before. How many days left? I think 15. But, you know, here's the thing, guys. It's not the end of the world. It's not going to be, what brand is CB radio? I think Cobra makes a good CB radio, but I don't really know a lot about them. I haven't used CB radio since I was a kid. But, you know, in 15 days, the world's not going to end. It's just going to be that the world, the globes or the global wheat stockpiles are going to be depleted. You know, we've got the winter wheat that has been harvested. People are like, bumper crops. And then you talk to another farmer and like, dude, they paid me to cut my shit down. You know, so let's not argue about it. Let's just realize that the cookie section in Walmart is really fucking small right now because they use wheat and cooking oil to make cookies. You know, it's a perfect indicator for those types of things. We just got to use a little bit more common sense. That's the whole purpose of this thing. The world is not going to end. I'm going to eat farm fresh eggs, and I'm going to eat my own baked bread because I bought some flour. And, you know, I mean, Walmart's still going to sell you bread. You know, and if you're still buying bread from Walmart for like $2 and $3 a frickin' loaf, and you don't know that you can go to their own bakery section and buy $1 of freshly made that day loaf of bread that they bake themselves, then you're not paying attention. Can you do data over FRS? I don't know. I know that there are some limitations to that, but I just don't know. I don't spend a lot of time looking into things that don't really, that aren't really going to benefit me, you know. I'm getting like zero on the YouTube, but that's okay. I'm going to move this so I can see the screen a little bit better, guys. Hold on a second. Let's do that. There we go. Now I can. Oh, wow. Yeah, I mean, there's some complaints. Bofang is not the catch-all be-all radio. It's far from perfect, depending on which company made it. Because Bofang is just a trade name. Everybody just calls them Bofangs now. There's another company that, I think there's 2 other companies that make them, but there's one here in the United States. I think it starts with a T. They're trying to make them better, but just their design is very economical. I mean, they're super cool radios that you could actually turn into a throwaway radio if you wanted to, you know. And they work, you know, until you start to, they're going to be super economical until you get to the HP, what's it, F8 HP, and that transmitted at 8 watts, which now you have to really start to control what you're doing. But I always tell people just to go buy, a solid Bofang kit, and that has all the accessories, and then also go buy the larger batteries, because those larger batteries have ports on the side of them that you can actually plug into a USB charger. Do you believe the electricity will be turned off? I have no idea. I don't know why they would turn it off here. I'm on the eastern shore of Virginia right now, so I don't know. Hello, Oklahoma. Nathan. The power companies want your money. They want to give you electricity because the more electricity they give you, the more you can use, the more money they can make. They're a business. So, wanting to turn things off and being forced to or needing to turn things off are 2 completely different things. I've heard of blackouts coming. I mean, it's possible. People are always talking about the worst case scenarios. Even when I talk about the lack of wheat in the nation or in the world, I always follow up with the end. The world is not ending. We're not going off a cliff. This is not the precipice of humanity because we have a wheat problem. Hello from Connecticut. With these nuclear commercials in New York City, there is people are wondering if there wasn't a dirty bomb scare that was thwarted. These are all things that are possibilities. No one in the New York government is coming out and saying, listen, we're just doing this because that was time, money, and effort that the city of New York, or was it New York City, I believe, that did. Excuse me. Ooh, not using that napkin anymore. Time, money, and effort that they did to produce and promote that video. Why would they do it? So there had to have been a reason. People are just trying to figure out why. The wheat problem. You probably need to go back and watch my video. And I finally figured out how to pin videos. Go to my profile, find a video called, and it's pinned to the top. This is not a joke. Watch that video. I'm just the messenger. Kansas, love it. Oh, thank you, Becky. I appreciate it. I don't know why my nose is going off this morning. It just is. This has been really good with some jam, but I don't know what it is. All right, my TikTokers, do me a favor. I need you to get some carpal tunnel syndrome, drop some more people in here, and the way we do that is by tapping that like key as quickly as you can, but I also found out in Doomsday that you don't have to actually tap it. You can, like, just hover. Where's the camera? You can just hover over the screen, and it will start firing like a machine gun. We'll see if it works. Not exactly sure. But I know we can draw some more people in here. Thank you. I am Munch. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't eat a lot during the week, so I like to have a good breakfast on the weekends. I'll make it again for you tomorrow as long as the weather holds. Like they think that the predator was saving her. Well, it really depends on what type of attack, to be honest with you. You know, people think that the use of nuclear weapons is going to kill everyone, that it's just going to obliterate everything. And it really depends on how the weapon was employed, the yield of the weapon, the altitude at which it was detonated. You know, I can't like I'm driving up for breakfast. So there's a lot of variables. People just assume what they see in the movies, and that this detonation will be at ground zero, and it's just going to be this massive shockwave, like you see in the movies, and even from the original tests, you know. And that would be similar if that what it was. If it was a ground burst. But very few of them are. It's not tactically smart to use that type of weapon as a ground burst, because if you ever want to inhabit that place, you're going to have to wait about 1,000 years. Why would a country use a nuclear weapon if they know one will get used on them? Because they're stupid. It's called mutually assured destruction. It's a concept that the Cold War people, the people that went through the Cold War like me, we all knew it as a kid. The East is responding to attempts to proliferate direct energy and mind control weapons. I don't know about that. I will tell you that I think it's hilarious that the Israelis very quietly, and actually on the internet, showed the world that they had the ability. They have a laser that can track an object, that can track a mortar round, and blow it up with a laser beam. They have it. They've had it for a good month now. They've shown the world that they can do it, and no one paid attention to it. Now, mysteriously, the U.S. wants to collaborate. I think it's funny. It was actually even in one of the president's statements when he was talking about it. So, all right, guys, I'm going to go get that trauma kit, and I'm going to go get that box, and I'm going to get a knife, and I'm going to wash my hands real quick to get the bacon grease off it, and we're gonna open some shit. Okay? Let me get a little bit of my coffee. Those things exist. I'm gonna have those. I'm gonna be giving those things away here shortly. Not that anybody really wants them, but they're a nice novelty. So, be right back in 1 second. Gotta go in the next room. Delicious. All right, here we go. We got a trauma kit. Ow. We got our box. And I'm going to point this YouTube camera right at this box because I'm going to use this video later for when I do the actual. I'm going to have to adjust the YouTube camera when I do the actual gear review. God, I hope this is radios. It may be something else, but it did come from DHL, so there's no telling. Let's see. I'm going to turn this camera down so you guys can see as well. Don't worry about like me. You don't need to see me. I'm sure you want to see what's in the box more than anything else. I'm kind of curious myself because there's no label saying what it is. Okay, we're gonna find out. DHL is normally foreign, and this sucker's like wrapped in plastic tape. I guess we'll go this way. Let's see. We need to push that over there. There we go. All right. All right. Damn, is this even? This thing is like permeated with the tape. It's really weird. I probably should have picked a better knife than the crappy kitchen knife. And of course, this is probably the bottom too. Let me adjust that YouTube camera real quick. There we go. Let's try that. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, it looks like I opened the bottom of it, and it's definitely, yep, these are the radios, guys. These are the MERS radios. And I'm never going to get it out like that, so I guess we're doing a double opening. What do we got here? Hopefully we'll be able to continue out here. I keep hearing this ticking sound like rain hitting this roof. All right, here we go. There we go. Oh, Revettis. They really packed the hell out of this, didn't they? We're just going to open that up. And I think it's interesting. Yeah, that's what I thought. We're just going to toss that over there. And boom. So I'm wondering if they kind of blew me off because what they were supposed to do is send me the extended antennas as well, because I wanted to see what would happen with these radios. Let's see here. We got Revettis RT47B. There you go. There you go. And I'm sure it looks backwards, but it is what it is. Like I said, I'm going to do a full gear review on this. I'm sure this box is identical to that one. We'll push that to the side right now because I did ask for 2 radios. There we go. Revetis two-way radio. Boom. I'm going to set that over there. Got ourselves a little USB charger. What's this? What do we got here? Oh, I see what they did. Look at that. Boom. They sent me the big antenna. What do we got here? MERS antenna. Revetis MERS antenna. Yeah. And I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the chat right now. I'm kind of focused on just checking the radios out. Here's the tiny antenna. Let's see here. And I kind of like how they actually put what the antenna is used for at the base of the antenna. So that's kind of interesting. What do we got here? We got a clip. I like the clips. And if you guys didn't know, what I'm starting to do is when I get some of this gear, I'm probably going to keep these radios if I like them. But it's just the charger. But when I get gear from a company, and I think that the Patreons would like to have it, what I'll normally do is I will do the test. I will do everything that the company has asked me to do. You know, it's basically they send me the gear. I give them a free gear review, an honest gear review, and then what I'll do is I'm going to start gifting these things to my my Patreons. So if you're not a Patreon, you should probably check out the link in the bio. Is there a film on there? There is not. There we go. And I'm sure there's a little juice in these batteries, but it probably wouldn't be bad to charge it. What the hell? Let's just turn it on.
Turn on the radio. 5.
5. Channel 5. Gotcha. Let's try one of these buttons.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Woohoo! All right, so we got 5 channels to play with. Looks like the battery is pretty straightforward. It looks like I need a screwdriver. There's no screws. Where are the screws? This thing goes on with tiny little screws that are not... Oh, there they are. Okay, so they did give me the screws. That's good. That's good. I never put these stupid little handles on here, but you could put a little hand mic on here if you wanted to. We're going to go ahead and turn it off just because I don't know how strong the battery is. And pop that off, and then there you go. Let's see. FCC. It has an FCC ID. I love it. Air pressure adjustment holes. Okay, good. So, like I said, I'll be doing a full gear review on these radios with the big antenna on it. And the reason I wanted to do that was because I wanted to see what kind of extra range I could get out of it before we just said, oh, these are just little stupid little radios. Because this company has really been making a name for itself lately, if you didn't know it. All right, let's go ahead and put that away. We accomplished that mission. We'll throw all this stuff back inside of here. Move aside in there. I'll just leave that out. There's no reason to put that back inside that box. And the other box should be exactly the same. We're gonna do it. We're gonna double check just to make sure. Yeah, RT47B. And did they stuff the extra antenna in there? They did. Perfect. Okay, so set those aside right now. Let's go ahead and get back to the old YouTube stuff. Here we got a couple people in the YouTube channel. It's getting a little sticky out here, but that's okay. Guess I'll get sticky for you guys. There we go. All right, so we got 435 people in here, and I'm going to scroll back through the chat and see if anything significant was said. U.S. military is refused to declassify the DOG may result in World War III. You won't even read a deeper, sure, I don't know what that's about. Anyway, all right, what do we got here? Let's go ahead. Do me a favor. Let's crank those likes up. If we could get to 10K, that would be super. All you have to do is put your finger over I don't know if I can do it or not. Nope. Can I tap? I can tap. But it does weird things to my screen, so I'm going to stop doing that. Are those ham radios? No, these are MERS radios. They operate on a different frequency spectrum. You have Ha, clueless. Okay. Be nice, Hector. Be nice. I only have one rule. Don't be a dick, okay? Appreciate you, man. Will you check the range on the radio soon? Yes, definitely. I'm going to be doing a range check with the small antennas and the large antennas. I'm also going to be doing it through the woods and straight lines with zero resistance. So how do you know it's 39 days? Andrea, it's actually about 15 days. That date was set by the UN Security Council. And if you go to the pinned video on my bio, you'll see a video called "This Is Not a Joke." If you actually, I think it's MURS, like multiple use radio system or something like that. I'm locked and loaded. How do you become part of the not the patriarch? No, it's the Patreon. If you're truly interested, it's $3 a month. It's less than the cost of a Starbucks coffee, okay? And you get a month's worth of work out of it. Go to the link in my bio. Go to support the channel, and you'll see Patreon. You can click on the words, or you can pick on the logo. It'll take you to the Patreon website, and then you just enter your credit card information. I want to know everything about you. No, it's actually super easy to sign up. Once I get an email notification, I'll actually hook you up with the digital library, as well as get you in the. Oh, we did. We got to 10K. Thank you, man. What was that, Sergeant Code or? What we got? Sergeant Cody. Gotcha. I used to know a Sergeant Cody. That's interesting. Scout sniper friend of mine. Awful Marine. Great scout sniper. Let's see. Are those RT-21s? No, these are RT-47Vs. And matter of fact, I think these have some water resistance on them too. I really need to go back. I told them what I wanted, and honestly, it's been a month. They've been in the box for a month. So, you know, I mean, these things they show up, and I do what I can with them. So, from a friend that works in military bases, they're on high alert, preparing. I mean, it's very possible. You know, the military's always on alert. I mean, it's their job. You know, it's like the military is like the ultimate preparers. That's all they do. What's going on with my chat? That's all they do is prepare for shit, and then they go do shit. So, good morning from Vermont. Hey, hi from Texas. Over and out. Love it. Yeah, these radios, like I said, I'm going to do a YouTube video on these. I'll probably do a quick, like, what I've been doing is I'll do like the longer, because you can only do 3, I think you can do up to 10-minute videos on TikTok now, but I'm not really seeing a lot of people, you know, getting into that. Somebody just did something in the Patreon. Who is that? Oh, I took care of him already. We're just going to clear that out. There we go. Sorry, it's still a phone, guys. But you're live from Texas, living in West Hollywood. What's happening in 15 days? Okay, I'm going to explain it one more time. Basically, the UN Security Council met May 15th. May 19th. Very intelligent lady from a very intelligent company used artificial intelligence, determined that we only have about 20% of our wheat stocks globally available, and that we would have about 70 days or 10 weeks. So your cookie owl is about to get really freaking small. North Cackalack, get your ass in the Discord. If you guys aren't in the Discord, you really, really need to be in the Discord. The Discord is free. There is a members section, but that for Patreons, it's kind of like my inner circle. But the Discord is completely free. You get in there, you start talking. Next thing you know, somebody might teach you something you didn't know, or maybe you teach something to somebody that they didn't know. I'm going to move the YouTube camera so it doesn't look like I'm talking to somebody else other than, hey, look at my cameras. There we go. I'm going to move you over here a little bit. Say, oh, this tripod is falling apart. I mean, literally, like pieces falling off of it. I need to either get a better one or glue it back together or something. We're going to do that. Yeah, definitely get in the Discord. Link is in the bio. Scroll straight down on the first page. It'll say Discord. Click it. Get in there. Get the app. If you get confused on the app, swipe left or swipe right, and you'll start seeing something. We're here. What's your Discord name? My Discord name is Local Prepper. But like I said,
it's just easier to use the link. Oh, somebody gave me the cowboy hat. That shit's hilarious, man. Yeah, no worries, no worries. That's what we're here. We're building community, you know, and so you guys know a lot of things that I do. Yeah. Like I said, I've got an Amazon. I'm an Amazon affiliate. I'm an Amazon influencer. I have affiliateships with products that I support and believe in. So yeah, I make like 3 cents every time you spend $100. But and no one's getting rich. That's freaking for sure. But the reality is that I have all this time, and if I can help you find the things that I know are going to work for you, or just give you the ability to ask that simple question, hey, what do you think about this? Then I'm going to go do it for you. You know, it's just that easy. I'm going to move this camera a little bit more that way, I think. You don't need to see that camera. There you go. Let's see here. Rocker says he likes the Discord. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. You know, it's ebb and flow. I see a lot of people like they pop in and then they just disappear because they don't see anybody chatting. You know, they kind of they expect like this whirlwind of prepperdom to be flying through the Discord, and people have lives. You know, the most activity I see on the Discord is normally in the evenings, or first thing in the morning, where people are just popping in, saying hi to guys, hooking back up with their friends. Hey, got to go to work. I'll talk to you later, maybe at lunch. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? It's like any other conversation, you know? Let's see here. What else we got going on here? And we did. Ooh, you guys got to get me off that 13K. I only need like less than 100 now to get to 14. 13 is a bad number for me. Yeah, I know. That's weird. Okay. So I guess my TikTok has finally decided to figure itself out. Okay, so one of the other things that I wanted to show you guys was this is something that we developed a year or back or so. Do you have it? Yes, we have a Discord. Go to the link. Thank 14K done. I appreciate that, man. JDM says done. I'm part of this mag kind of unofficially. I used to be the operations manager for it, for the state of Virginia. And you know, things started getting really, really weird right around that whole January 6th thing. And so we decided, yeah, we're not going to be as active as that because we just didn't want the attention to get drawn to us. You know, we're not doing anything bad. We're just communicating with each other. We're just talking about things, you know. And we were, people actually, you know, like militias were trying to infiltrate us, you know, trying to get people to come over. Hey, we know you believe in this stuff. Come on over, man. You know, and somebody just said something. What's going to happen? Your cookie shelf's going to get really smaller. My pantry is bare, right? Is high. What foods? All the cheap stuff. If you ain't got no damn money, take your ass to freaking Dollar Tree and start buying all the dry goods and canned goods you can get your hands on. Let's see. He's like rice, beans, and goods. That's right. That's right. Beans, rice, tuna. I got 32 guns. I am ready. Yeah, but you can only shoot 2 at a time tops, bro. And with that said, you're probably not going to hit anything. So listen, try harder. Anyway, so what we did was we decided that we wanted to like have trauma kits for all of our members, and we were looking at the prices, and it was just ridiculous, man. All these guys running around, you know, I'm special forces, so I know exactly what you need. You buy this really expensive kit, and that's all we freaking heard on every single channel. So we're like, no, screw it. We're gonna make our own. So did the research. Found out that we could actually build this for $91 for all of our members that wanted one. And this thing has everything in it but freaking Band-Aids. I actually keep this in my vehicle, and this thing will save somebody's life. I'm glad I have not had to use it yet. Let's see. But we decided to call it the TTK, or the Trauma Kit, as kind of a joke against the people that were making these acronymed trauma kits. And we were able to do it for $91, and then they would pay for the shipping. Or if they were within the network and close enough to each other,
we would just like hand deliver it to the closest next person, almost like the, you know, the Pony Express courier stuff. They all got out. They finally all got out, and this was the one that I made for myself. It's got tourniquets and cards and blood stuff, and it's even got duct tape in it. And so what I decided to do was, people were asking about what needed to be inside of a kit. And then, what's that say? That won't even take up all the discs in a backpack. That's awesome. Well, I don't know about that. It's pretty good size. It's definitely not heavy. But like I said, this is like a trauma kit. This is like full up. Somebody just got into a car accident. You grab this from behind your back seat and you start walking up and trying to save something, you know. You have a $99 first aid kit with no Band-Aids. Yeah, that's actually a funny story. Yeah, we just overdeveloped the hell of thing. It's like I said, it's made for trauma. It's what it's made for. But I do now keep Band-Aids in my Jeep, so it's kind of a funny story. Anyway, I did a video on it for the members of the mag, and they were like, yes, how do you buy? You can't buy it. I am an EMT. I need one. Well, this one was designed by a friend of mine. Well, we collaborated. Lots of Q&A. He's actually an EMT on a very, very active, in a very active city. Probably does at least one gunshot wound a week. Probably does at least one major burn victim a week. Super awesome guy. And, you know, we just like lots of hardcore Q&A. And what do you think about this? And why don't you like that? And we came up with some super, super awesome ideas for the kit. No, I'm not selling the kit. The kit is not for sale. But here's what I'm going to do, guys. So I made a video for all the members. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to reproduce that video for you guys. I'm going to basically make a good intro for it. Show you my general idea behind it. And then I'm just going to snip the video right into it. And then I'll just basically say, okay, here, what do you guys think about this? You know, basically, I'm going to let you know up front, this is a regurgitation of an old video. But it's like what's in the kit, how we built it, and how we costed it out. Because what basically happens is the reason companies can afford to make things like this is because they buy in bulk. And when they buy in bulk, they have tons of supplies. If you look at like Refugee Medical, they're always making these videos about whatever their product is. I mean, they probably kick out like 3 a day. It's getting a little sickening at this point. But behind them are shelves full of supplies. That's what they do. They buy supplies in bulk, and then they can part it out, and that makes things cheaper for them and things cheaper for you. But then they also have to, then they got to pay their employees, so the cost goes up, things like that. So when we were just making, like we made 10 of these for the mag, for the people that wanted it. There were more people in the mag, but for the people who wanted it. And, you know, the money came out to $91. And I think there was a price change at the very end, and it took the kit to $99, which is still $75 to $80 cheaper than something you'll buy inside of your green tactical bag, you know. I think one of the biggest things that we did was we just used a lot of common sense. If you guys ever go in, thank you, Raw. If you, hold on, my dog is sniffing around. Let me let her out. Hey, kid, come here. Kenny, come. You want some food? We eat your bowl. There you go. Come on. Come here. There we go. Come on. Come on, let's go. Come on. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I forgot, guys. I forgot to feed Penny this morning because I was so busy doing 7,000 other things. All right. But back to what I was saying. Let's see. It does look very. It is. This is probably less than a pound. I'm not going to open it because it's a pain in the ass. It's designed to be like just ripped. So what we did was you have the trauma kit itself. I don't know what you guys can see. You guys can't see that. You have the trauma kit itself, and the trauma kit is full of all the stuff that's going to like really save somebody's life. Tourniquet and burn blanket. And then you've got the blood kit 1 and blood kit 2, and there's your tourniquet. And then it actually has what we call the Protect Me kit inside of it. And that is, a lot of people don't think about it. I mean, my EMTs will back me up on this. You roll up on scene, and you've got your PPE, your personal protective equipment on. You've got your gloves on. You've probably got eye protection on, because when people are jacked up, man, and they're going to kick around. They're going to do a lot of moving around. And if you ever got blood in your eye, you're not going to have a good day. You know, if you wasted your money buying vinyl gloves, you're going to find out very quickly that it's probably the dumbest thing you ever did, because when vinyl gets blood on it, it is slippery than... It's slippery. You better get out of there. That is not your food. Crazy dog's eating the cat food. But yeah, blood on vinyl, it's as slippery as snot. So we thought about that. Then if you ever take a look inside of frickin' an ambulance, everything is inside of clear packages, so they can instantly see it. So putting this inside of a green bag actually kind of slows you down. And if you want to pay for one of those rip open green bags, hey, more power to you. If that's what gets you hard in the morning, that is your business. But the reality is that I just want a simple plastic bag that costs me almost nothing. Oh, I'm a cowboy again. That costs me almost nothing, and I can see everything inside of this bag. I can literally just dump it out, and there's bags inside of bags that's going to be able to show me where everything is. You know, we stayed away from the hemostatic agents, and we did that because there was actually studies that showed that the hemostatic agents in some cases did more damage than good. Also, a hemostatic agent is nothing more than a clotting agent, and when you get to the hospital, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to open you up and see if there's any damage past that clot. So they're going to be pulling out all that hemostatic agent. They're going to be cleaning it out, all that stuff, you know. Haven't seen you all. Hey, I haven't. It's been a while, man. Sugar will clot blood as well. There's actually a study out of India where the guy for the last 15 years has been treating small tribes with nothing but sugar, where they're like putting sugar in every single day, rinse it out, put fresh sugar, pack it with sugar, put a dry bandage over the top of it. Hey, what's up, Powell? Powell. We're definitely going to talk, man. I'm very interested in that that company that you have on your website. That does the insurance for gun owners in case they have to use their pew-pew to save their family or life. So I'm very interested in that because I've never seen that before. Let's see here. What else? We're talking about different things. We were talking about the Revetis. Whoa, there, YouTube. We're talking about the Revetis radios that I'm going to be testing, the MERS radios that came in. And then we're also talking about the trauma kit, that we made about 1.5 years ago, and all of our mag guys have. Let's see here. What else? I'm going to drink a little coffee. My throat's getting a little dry. What other questions do we have there? We got a good crowd. I think we could do some real good by answering some really good questions. Fire away. Any of you guys didn't pick that up, old Powell and I served in the Marine Corps, not in one unit, but 2 different units. All right, what do we got here? What's happening in 30 days? What's not? Okay, the Schaefer, it's not 30 days. It is in about 15 days now. Good morning, JDH. Right now, I am preparing for an economic collapse. That's my major prep. Everybody knows that the market is crap, and we've been slowly getting just beat to death economically. But in 15 days, basically, the global wheat supply will be diminished, significantly, and your cookie owl is about to get super short. Good morning to you. Yeah, things are not going to be great. They're going to be worse now. They're going to be worse around the August 1st time frame is when things will start to get really, really bad. No, I don't think that putting a date on things is good, but the UN Security Council said 70 days or 10 weeks on the 19th, and that's what we came up with. You're right. The fuel prices are coming down, but I would caution you by being sucked in with that, because the fuel prices are controlled by a lot of different variables that nobody truly understands. Gas is down almost 50 cents where I am. But I would look at that as the opportunity to store fuel. Any good books for beginners? On the prepping side, no, but I would probably look at some survival books, some basic survival skills, because I think the first thing you have to do is get into the survivor's mentality. You have to get your brain wrapped around what you're doing, otherwise you're just going to be going through the motions. You're just going to be like, gear queer, and that's a short of term we use for somebody in the military who has like 17,000 things strapped to their body. But anyway, you're just going to be this person who has lots of stuff and doesn't really know how to use it. So I would look at skills first, and then increase your knowledge base. If you are interested, yes, I do have them on my Amazon page. So links in the bio. Go to my store and go to knowledge. I have it labeled as knowledge. Gas only stays good for 90 days. That is not true. You can store gas for up to 2 years if you do it right. If you do it wrong, you can store it for up to 90 days. The way I store gas is I get myself, what is that product called? Something spray. It's for boats. It has a fuel stabilizer and a engine cleaner inside of it. Someone say what it is. Someone knows what it is. It comes in a white metal can about that big. But anyway, the reality is so I learned years ago that whole gas only lasts for 90. Seafoam, bang it. Thank you, man. Thank you. Everybody loves it, Seafoam. So if you get the Seafoam and you treat your gas with Seafoam as per on the direction, I think it's 500 milliliters. That gas will last for a long frickin' time. Now, here's how I know. When I first bought my first big boat, I bought a 35-foot Chris Craft, slept 6, full kitchen. I mean, this thing is just a giant boat that thankfully a hurricane ate one day because it was just a money pit. But anyway, I asked the guy there because I was new to big boats. I've been a coxswain. I know how to run small boats like it's cool, but the big boats are different. They're a little bit. Technically, 35-foot 1 inch is technically a yacht, and you have to register it with the Coast Guard. But anyway, so I was concerned. It's like, what about these giant tanks full of gasoline? And I heard gas goes bad, or it gels up, or there's a problem. And he's like, man, don't worry about any of that crap. We fire boats up all the time that have not been ran in years, and all they do is smoke a lot. Now, the boats, the gas's ability to degrade, or the gas's ability to perform as well as new is degraded, but you will still run just fine. If you treat the gas, it's really, really good. Yes, Marvel Mist Oil is good as well. No, get away from there. Penny's trying to slink over to the cat food. And the cat wants out now. Oh, God. Everybody needs something. Come on. Door's locked. Crap. Come on. Come on, cat. Come on, cat. There you go. I'm training this cat like a dog, and it's kind of working. It's very surprising. Anyway, so don't fall for that 9-month crap. Actually, people, the gas companies will take you 6 months. I have gasoline that I have stored inside my little shed, and it's not a problem. It's not a problem. It runs in the lawnmowers like it's cool. There's nothing wrong with it. So Stabil is good, but I don't like. There's a coating and a dye inside of Stabil that will basically coat the inside of your engine. I don't like it. Recommend ethanol. I recommend it as well wherever you can find it. Let's see. But yeah, storing gas is not an issue. And honestly, if you're just rotating it, if you, my cat Luna fetches, that's awesome. Did anyone watch the video about water on Rumble? What about the water panda? Do you recommend a special hat? 4. As far as recommending for ammunition, I would just look around online. That's hit and miss. But it's probably a good idea to hunt down like your local gun store and see what they have on the shelves, when it's coming in, if you can pre-order stuff. Another thing you can do too is there's ammunition out there and it's available. But if you buy it in bulk, what you can do is get like maybe a group of family members, 5 or 6 of you, to go in on a bulk load of ammo. And when it's delivered, then just separate it and give it out to the family, and then you kind of get your stuff for cheap. Water purifiers. There's lots of takes on water purifiers. Talks about the water being poison, the water on Rumble. I don't know anything about that, man. Let's see here. Is the food thing real? Is the food... I don't know what that question is, bro. Good morning to you. We're starting to get a lot of chats in here. I may have to slow down the chat a little bit. I can't actually. Good morning from Rhode Island. Right. Hey guys, crank that up to 20K for me, please. It's clearly working, drawing more people in. Food shortage. Okay, listen. The food shortages are subjective. Okay, you have to remember that we have serious problems with our supply chain. It's not going away. Good morning to you too. It's not going away, and it's subjective because I can go to one Walmart in one town, and I always use Walmart because, hey, I love Walmart. I can go to one Walmart in one town, and the shelves are not so great, and I can go to another Walmart in another town, and the shelves are loaded. I honestly believe, and I actually did a video on this about hunting at Walmart. It's like, so does anybody know when they put the food on the shelves at Walmart? First thing in the morning. First thing in the morning. They actually have people who load that stuff. Good morning to everybody saying good morning. I appreciate that. They actually bring the trucks in the middle of the damn night. And everything that's on that truck doesn't get stored in the back. It goes right onto the shelves. That's how our supply system works. So if the trucks stop moving, the food stops moving. So it's very subjective when you talk about your ability to see the food shortage, okay? Because it's catching up. But what we're having is we're going to have a flux in the problem. Our Walmart gets on Wednesday. Gotcha. We're going to have a flux in our food chain because lots of stuff, or should I say lots of products are being forced into the store. Walmart Prepper, I get a lot of stuff from Walmart, guys. If you haven't seen some of my gear reviews, Walmart packs and Walmart knives, you got to go check them out. They're all on YouTube. Let's see. Good morning to you, brother. Get real. I don't know. I think what you're doing is you're just trying to provoke me, and it's not going to work. So now your screen looks different. Love you, man. Maybe you just hang out and learn something. Let's see. So you have to know when the food is coming. Now, a lot of people is like, who said that? It's like sometimes people just want to cause problems. I don't know why. I don't get it. It's like, be an adult, move on. But either way, back to the whole getting the food stuff. It's like any other thing where you hunt. You have to know when and where to go. You can't assume that you're going to walk into the forest and find exactly what you want and then walk out. Okay? So I normally go early in the morning on Monday mornings. I know the place is full of food. I know that everybody went and got all their crazy fun stuff and whatever, and their paycheck stuff on Friday and Saturday. And on Sunday, hopefully they went to church. But on Monday morning, they went to work, and that means that place is stocked. So think about Monday mornings early. And looks like Carmen just popped into our Discord. Nice, Carmen. Think about that as a good tactic for getting the things that you want. Now, when you're there, don't waste your time with the bull. Get in there, get the chicken pieces. You know what I'm saying? Get the wheat products, get the canned goods, get all the stuff that you would normally get. But think about it from a preparedness standpoint, where you're actually getting the things that you need. And then try applying. It's like the starter kit. Some people always talk about how to get started. Go buy, like get everything you want. And then buy 10 cans of different types of canned meat. Buy 10 cans of different types of vegetables that you like to eat. And then buy 10 dry good products. It could be you could still get mac and cheese for like 62 cents a box. You know what I'm saying? And that's actually better to store than the premium stuff. How long will flour tortillas last? That's a very subjective question, because I've actually had them inside the bottom of my fridge for weeks on end, and nothing happened to them. So hopefully I answered that very odd question. Why are you sitting there discussing this? Because people need to know. Because people want to know. So 2 years ago, there was a poll that said that it was actually a study that they found that in the 90s, less than 10% of people considered themselves preppers. And then in the 2000s, 70% of people consider themselves to be preparedness minded. And that number is just slowly increasing. The problem is, you make your own tortillas? That sounds delicious. The thing is people are figuring out that things are not that great. And they're starting to spaz, and they're starting to freak, and they're scared, and they want to not be scared. And the way you do that is by getting prepared. And getting prepared doesn't mean for this giant event. Getting prepared means for eventualities, things that could or could not happen. If you're going to get prepared, if you're stockpiling for the next meteor to crash into the planet, you're wasting your time. No one's going to live. It's that easy. If you live next to a volcano and you're preparing for the next volcanic eruption, you're probably going to die. So that's ridiculous, unless you just have a plan to run. That's really cool. But people are getting prepared. Now, if you live in any of the states that are focused on hurricanes, those guys are all preppers. Everybody that lives in a hurricane zone is a freaking prepper. It's that easy. They have to be. Their power is going to go out. They need generators, they need food, they need water. If they have a well and the power goes out, they lost their well. So they know they have to store some water. So why am I doing this? Because it's necessary. It's that easy. All right. Somebody is playing around in the Patreon, and SP8SHLK just joined the Patreon, and I don't know how to say that properly, so I'm just going to call you SP, and if you're here in the TikTok, then thank you, and as soon as I'm done with this live stream, I will get all of your benefits set up, and I will get you into the Discord. If you're not in the Discord yet, get in the Discord. The link is in my bio. Friend me. I'll friend you back, and then we'll get you into the members Discord, just like that. Queen Bee says, what is the Patreon? The Patreon is like the inner circle. It's where I spend most of my time. It's why you guys don't see me a lot, okay? Or should I say much? As people are needing more and more help, I'm spending more and more time with those people. And the people who want to give me $3 a month to help them, then I'm going to help them more than I'm going to help you. And that's really what it is. It's nothing personal. It's just that if somebody, I'm a huge believer in like the customer is always right, and I'm a huge believer in helping people that are willing to help me. And that's how that actually supports the channel. That pays for a lot of things. It pays for a lot of my time. So, I mean, if you can afford the price, less than the price of a Starbucks coffee per month for 30 days of my work, then you should probably go find that elsewhere, you know. That's it. It's $3 a month. I've never asked for anything more. I used to have a price range of like $1 for these things and $3 for those things and $5 for those things. And I was just like, hey, what's up, Doomsday? Good to see you, man. I'm glad to see you are live. And no, you don't have to reply to my every beckon call. I know real life takes priority. But anyway, so I just decided $3 was a good number. I looked around at a lot of other Patreons and they were like $10 and $15 and give what you want. And some of these guys, I think like Grand Thumb is like $50 a month. And I'm like, whoa. Yeah, you're not that special, bro. The government makes 20 of you guys a fucking month, you know? So anyhow, he's making shit. I guess that's his income, or I don't know. The Patreon is not my income. The Patreon basically goes right back into all this stuff. Anyway, the link is in my bio. If you want to support the channel that way, hit the support button. You'll see it there. Click on it. It'll ask you some information, and boom, you're in. Let's see here. Everybody goes 39 days. I think that's the video that's catching the most. I think that's the video that is got like 2-something million views. So I think TikTok just keeps throwing it back out there. I think that's the way their algorithm works. But anyway, it's actually 15 days now. And my wife is a prepper. Nice. You better be following her. You know, it's based on the lack of wheat that's going to be basically a global problem here in about 15 days. We've known about this back since January 19th or May 19th. And we're just trying to get the word out to make sure that we stock up on those products that contain a lot of wheat and those products that contain a lot of cooking oils, because cooking oils are already at a shortage as we speak, if you guys have not noticed. I just work and pay for everything, so you're a smart man. I did that for about 9 years until it didn't work that way anymore. Let's see. Thoughts on the FAA cameras being offline? I have no idea. Probably because they're a government agency and the government sucks. Speak about Jesus. The super important salvation is key. I'm completely support your views. What mustard is going to be shortage too? I'm not sure why. That's interesting though. If we go by it now, will it be, hold on, will it go by now? Will be less than 15 days, right? Well, I mean, listen, you should have been buying the stuff already. I'm not telling you to whip out your credit card. You know, Amazon Day, it came and went. That was the 12th and 13th. I made a video about it saying, go do it. Go buy your Christmas gifts now. This is the opportunity. I mean, Jackery was doing a sale between 12 and 30% off of Jackery portable power devices, you know. Did anybody take advantage of that? I don't know, but I hope so. The chat is coming in pretty hard. I just saw, should we use credit cards? You should try not to get in any more debt than you need to get in. Mustard crops. I'm not aware of a mustard crop. So you may maybe have me over a barrel on that one. Everyone doesn't know about these things or have the money. Hey, listen, if you have the money, okay, listen. Go to the store, buy 10 cans of meat, buy 10 cans of vegetables, buy 10 dry goods, noodles, pasta, mac and cheese, the dry kind. You just bought yourself 10 meals for probably $30 tops in the economy. Everybody has that amount of money. I have a big family, 2 adults. How do you figure out how much to prep for? That's a hard question, because what you should be doing is looking at your. You need to sit down. If this is the wife, the chat's going so quick. I don't know if you're a male or female, but if this is the wife, she knows how much to buy. And if this is the father, then, or the husband, then you need to sit down with your wife and say, okay, what exactly are you buying? Because I want to buy more. And she'll tell you what everybody likes. She'll tell you how much you need. You people need to get involved with each other. They need to communicate with each other, because somebody has this piece of knowledge and somebody has this piece of knowledge. And it's a lot like puzzle pieces coming together to finalize things. Do that. That's what I would recommend you do. If you hit me up in the Discord,
I can share with you a list of things that they say will be like for one person for an entire year. And I think I actually have that graph broken into like months. So it may be easier. Rice and beans, that is the staple for survival. But you guys, listen, if you're going to go that route, make sure you get some spices because I'm here to tell you, I know how to survive. Surviving sucks. You need to learn how to thrive. I'm a country boy. What here? And let's go and hunting and fishing. Let's go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but here's the thing. You need to remember too that during the Great Depression, they basically hunted almost all of everything in the woods almost to extinction, and nobody talks about that. You know, we have a giant population of deer here on the Eastern Shore. But I guarantee when things go bad, those deer are going to disappear. And it's not because they ran away. It's because people are going to hunt the hell out of them. Oh, let's see here. Oh, good, too much more. Easy to prep on a budget. Everyone will be hunting. That's what. 401k, I'm at. Okay. I'm sorry. Oh, there you go. Argosy Farms is having an Amazon sale. Stuff is there. You go, Argosy Farms. If you're interested in the stuff that I buy from Argosy Farms, go to my store. Go to Stackables, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll definitely find some deals there because I know that the ones that I picked out that I like were already at like 70% off, I think. What are the most important things to stock up on? Water, food, and security. Those are the most important things. Those are the pillars for preparedness. Okay. Water, it's easy, man. Get it out of the tap. Treat it if you have to. Store it in a cool, dry place. Food, right now, the magic is canned goods. It's canned goods. You don't have to can it yourself. It's got a shelf life that's almost indefinite. And then dry goods, like we were talking about before with the 10, 10, and 10. Dry milk is good too. Yeah, it has multiple uses, especially if you have kids. Specific food, no. You find the foods that you like and then buy those foods that are stable. Let's see. Amazon will take an EBT. That's pretty awesome, Doomsday. I did not know that. Looks like somebody just joined something. I appreciate it. It looks like I think I have a couple of Patreons, a couple of brand new Patreons. Let's see here. Let me see here. Dog and Ball just joined. Okay. And also SP8. I got you guys. All right. So like I said, when I get done with this live feed, I'm going to get all of your benefits sent over to you. And if you guys didn't know, if you weren't reading, there's a huge library that I've accumulated. Come on, Doomsday. You know what a Patreon is, you goof. That's an ant crawling on me. Let's see. But yes, I will get you guys in there. Wife needs gluten-free. What do? You buy gluten-free products. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be facetious. But like I said, when you're prepping, you know what. Listen, if I went and got one of these, like, these lists off the internet that says you need all of this stuff to survive for 1 year for one person. Shelby, nice to meet you. And you use that list, you would find out that no one eats half of the stuff that's on that damn list. All you have to do is take the stuff that you normally eat, ensure that it's shelf stable, okay? And then do the multiplication per person per day. Hello, Debbie. Howdy. That's what you've got to do. It's just that easy. There's no magic to preparedness. You know, it's just identifying your needs and then filling those needs. Thank you very much, Shelby. Let's see here. I'm so glad I found you. Nice, I appreciate it. Making me feel good, but my head gets any bigger, I won't be able to get back in the house. Wow, this guy is what? I don't even know what to say to that. Wow, this guy is Aunt Little Debbie's. I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna say Mike from California. I'm gonna say that's a compliment. Let's see here. Already bad, but getting worse. I have a large vegetable garden. Ah, shit, it's a question. I have a large vegetable garden that makes a huge target, right? I mean, only if people can see it, and only if we go to like the apocalypse. We're buying goats and chickens. I love it. That little oatmeal, Little Debbie oatmeal pies. I don't know if I like those or not.
I mean, it's sweet. I probably will like it. Let's see here. What date are you concerned about? I'm not concerned about any specific date. It's just that what we're talking about was the lack of wheat that they're projecting for August 1st. What about the emergency food kits on Amazon? Ugh, no, 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 no. If you're going to spend that kind of money, okay, on emergency food, first of all, you need to remember that that is survival food. It's either freeze-dried, so it'll last 25 years, or it's dehydrated, okay? These are not bad things, but they're still survival food, okay? Now, I recommend the Rise Ready products. Yes, I'm an affiliate. Go to the link in my bio, click on products I support, and then find the, I'm sorry, not Wise, My Patriot Supply. I've actually done work for the company. They sent me kits to test. Everything I ate out of the damn kit was delicious. Everything rehydrated. Yeah, I guess the cat got a taste of her own medicine. Penny was not happy with that cat messing with her. Is this Beverly Hillbillies? You're not even old enough to know what that is. Come on. Let's see. No, the My Patriot Supply, best tasting long-term storage food. Also, check it out. I think you'll like it. What is a reasonable time to stock up for? I always tell people to go for 3 months. Work your way up to it, and then go from there. No, I hate Fort Patriot. Fort Patriot tastes like cardboard, man. It's almost as bad as that stuff they sell at Walmart. MREs are the gold standard, but you have to eat them from time to time. They're originally made for 20-year shelf life, but they keep them in a very climate-controlled environment before they actually make their way to the field. But they're like the gold standard. It's there as far as survival and prepping food. They are the yumminess of yumminess, and yeah, that lasts for a while. So, but they're super expensive. Stored water purification. I'm going to say that you're talking about storing your water that you have purified. Well, if you've purified it, then you don't really have any problems. But so water storage, definitely do it. I think you need to have at least 2 gallons per person per day for the amount of time that you think you're preparing for. And then let's see. So someone's been to my page. What's the countdown for? The countdown is for the lack of global stockpile of wheat globally, the world. Let's see. Well water. Well water is not treated, so you need to make sure that you treat it with 8 drops. Some people, I'd like to use 7 of chlorine bleach that is unscented, and you need to do that per gallon. You will get the sediment from the well that we either normally drink or goes down our drain that we don't see. If you have well water on your property and you get the rings in your toilet, you're definitely going to get brown water. So you definitely need to make sure that you do that 7 to 8 drops of bleach, unscented bleach, per gallon. How much KY per year should we procure? Well, I mean, that's going to be dependent on your ability to form a coherent sentence. And your screen looks different now. All right. I'm on well water, so I'm good. Yes, you are, except your well pump runs on electricity. So make sure that you have one of 2 things. You either have a hand pump or make sure that you store water. I used to have on my old property, I had a water catchment system that worked great. I had, 220 gallons of rainwater. I have a water bucket. That's great. When do you think this is really going to start? There's no starter end days. Listen, it's like the stock market. It's like they're slowly whittling us down, you know? Are you going to prep stock? I am not going to prep stock, but I am going to prepper camp. I want to go to prepper stock, but I don't think that it's going to fit into my schedule. Seeds, yes, definitely seeds, but remember that seeds, it's odd, but seeds can actually like stop working. So make sure that you keep them rotated, probably once every 2 years. You might want to rotate your seed bank. Yeah, do that. Where are we at here? Something about, what was it, buy gallons or bottles? I would say buy gallons. I always tell people to buy, if you're going to buy the water, buy the gallons, man, this chat is broken. Buy the water that is inside yes, definitely stock up on beer. Anyway, I found that the plastic that is used on the water bottles, the gallon water containers that they sell at Dollar Tree, is a much stronger plastic than the water that they sell in gallons for $1 at Walmart. The plastic water jugs, it's really bad plastic. It's going to degrade. It's designed to fall apart. Let's see. Dang, and there's been wasting time canning, and I've been wasting time canning. You have not been wasting any time canning veggies. You know that. Come on, man. Good morning to you. Canned food, yes. Hey, listen, I've got my cans, I've got my lids, I've got something to do water bath, I got something to do with pressure cooking. I'm going to do all of that stuff. But right now I'm in the process of moving, so all that stuff just kind of gets set on the side. I want to can chicken meat. That's what I want to do. I have 5-gallon containers. Okay, that's good. Just joined. What did I miss? We did a box opening for the Revettis MERS radios, and we talked about a trauma kit that I have a video for that I have to produce, and we're talking about Q&A right now. And I mean, sometimes people see things differently than others, and now your screen just changed. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the plastic water storage either, but here's the thing. When you say plastic, that's subjective, okay? The water jugs are made of plastic. The water barrels are made of plastic. You see what I'm saying? So it's subjective. If you store your water in a like a metal 55-gallon barrel, yeah, okay, cool. What hand pump do you recommend for your well? I don't recommend a hand pump in general, because you have to tear your well apart to get to that stuff, unless you have a separate pipe that's set up for a hand pump. If that's the case, I would spend some money on your hand pump, because the cheaper ones, the seals on them go bad. But the seals are also easily replaceable, and you can actually make the seals out of old tires or rubber or flexible plastic or leather. So I would just get the old country. How often do you go live? I go live as often as I can. Like I said, with the move, I am just destroyed. This weekend I had the chance to do it, so I decided I was going to do it. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Hold on, somebody said something about livestock. What's the connection to the wheat shortage? There's no connection to the wheat shortage. It's just smart. So, what is it? It's you can't live 3 minutes without air. You can't live 3 days without water. You can't live 3 weeks without food. I mean, Gandhi would test that, obviously, but Gandhi still sipped water every day. Print recipes now, quick bread. Hey, sure, yeah. Print recipes now. Great advice. Great advice. Can milk it's easy? Yeah, exactly. Why security, and what do you mean by storing it? Security is the ability to protect you and your family. And yeah, everybody should have one of those things if they can legally have one of those things. If they can't, my next step, I get a lot of questions about what if I can't do that? Well, there's some theory about protection, or basically melee combat, that a lot of people don't think about. What was that? See here. Let me check that. We'll answer that question later, Isaac. So let's see. Unless you know how to fight with a knife, you should not be fighting with a knife, because if it gets away from you, you're dead. And then there's the old baseball bat theory. Well, baseball bats are large and heavy. Even the aluminum ones are larger, and women are smaller framed. And if you're going to fight with somebody with a baseball bat, you're probably going to try and do it inside your house. You always see the movies where they are all like getting up with their baseball bat and walking through their house in their underwear. Well, try to swing a baseball bat in a skinny hallway. Yeah, it's not going to work out well for you. So what I always tell people is get yourselves one of the youth baseball bats. They're small, they're light, they're maneuverable, they fit in small spaces, and when you hit somebody with it, it really stinking hurts. So I would do that. Yeah, hammers are okay, but I mean that's almost as bad as giving them a knife. I mean, as long as they don't get it away from you, you're gonna be okay. Is this gonna be like The Purge? No, it's not gonna be like The Purge. Listen, if you ever talk about like worst case scenarios, what'll probably happen in the most very worst case scenario is actually pretty simple. People will act stupid for a while, and then those people will get themselves, a dirt nap, and then things will level out, and they'll be like, well, what about the gangs? And well, once all the gangs figure out that people aren't tolerating their shit, they'll stop being that way. And oh, by the way, it's not going to be like that forever, and everybody's going to know your name if you want to become a werewolf prepper. If you don't like that, check out my video on werewolf preppers. It's absolutely hilarious. What food should I store? Canned goods and dry goods. Charcoal is good to store. Yes, charcoal has lots and lots of uses. Let's see here. What's going on out there? Lots of stuff, butterfly. Double action revolver or semi-automatic? Revolvers are loyal and dependable, and they never jam. But they don't carry a lot of bullets. So it's really about what kind of fight you see yourself getting into. Silver bullets stop them. Yeah, regular bullets stop them too because they're childish and foolish. So, how about 250-gallon containers? Well, I don't know what you'd fill with it, but okay. Let's see here. Why should we prep? Because it's smart. Let's see. Bows, yes. Crossbows. If you can get your hands on a crossbow, that's super awesome. Do you recommend a stun gun? It really depends. I mean, first find out if they're legal in your state, because it may be illegal for you to simply possess one. It's not illegal to be sold in your state, but might be illegal for you to possess one. That would be the first thing. The second thing is you're going to need a quality one, because the little ones kind of work, but I mean, they're not that great. So, good ham radio to get. Okay, we've been prepping for 2 years. Nice, good. Besides the food insecurity option, what else do you need? Just start adding to that. Just start adding to that. I'd say if there was any other one thing to definitely get, it would be a shortwave emergency radio that has NOAA capability on it, that has a crank on it. If you can find one that has a solar thing on it, those are nice, but they normally don't do too great. And then plug the damn thing in and keep it ready. Let's see here. Shave, beard, and throw a cowboy hat at you. And you're what? Hold on a second. And you're a ringer for the Duke. I'm going to take that as a compliment, Cherokee. I appreciate it. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Are you serious? Are you serious? This is the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen? I would say that you're absolutely wrong. Let's see. Let's see. What medications do you recommend? Oh, wow. Well, every medication that you absolutely need to have. Like you have people that have insulin problems. You have people that have the psychological pills for uppers and downers, basically depression, that kind of thing. If there's medication you absolutely have to have, I recommend that you contact your doctor. Explain to them that you could tell them that you're going to go on a trip overseas for 3 months and you want extras. You can do anything you want, okay? Buy a book on plants. I love it, especially ones with color and specific to your area. But anyway, back to the medicine. If that doesn't work, where you normally get your pharmaceuticals, tell them that you want to transfer to an online pharmacy. And what will happen is those online pharmacies will try to get you to buy like anywhere from 1 to 3 months worth of your medication. And then that makes it completely legit for you. So, let's see here. No, we're going to go with no on that one. Let's see. Just rent an island. Yeah, I wish, dude. I wish. But then you would just die there alone. So let's see. But yeah, medications, and then I would look at the antibiotics. If anybody's interested, I am an affiliate for an antibiotic company. If you're interested, let me know, and I can show you that stuff. And if not, we'll just move on. Let's see. But yeah, definitely get the online stuff. And force all your medications that way, because then they'll come right to your mailbox. Oh, excuse me. How about beer? How much beer? As much as you like, I guess. Let's see. What's going to happen? Magic shell, cast shell, print out survival info. Yep, that was happening. Fish antibiotics work. Okay, so fish antibiotics. Hey, listen, I'm a supporter of that. I did that shit for years. Okay, the problem is you have to get the dose that you need. You have to take so much more that it's almost not beneficial, because in the end you have to have like 5 bottles of fish antibiotics to equal 1 bottle of regular antibiotics, and you're probably going to pay the same exact price. Penicillin. Yes, penicillin is important. When is this going to happen? If you're talking about the wheat shortage, it's going to be, you'll start seeing effects of it as of August 1st. What size generator? Whatever size you need. I'm into the solar stuff. I do have a small, actually I have a couple of small ones, small regular generators, you know. Is it okay to bottle my city water? It is if your city water is drinkable, because if it's drinkable and it's safe, then it's already been purified and sanitized. So basically it's ready to go in your bottle. It's already been prepped. Just put it into some kind of storage container. Where are we at here? I think somebody just asked, can you use horse medication? I wouldn't do it. Ham radios? Yes, definitely. Definitely. Get yourself a UV5R. Yes, I sell them. They're in my store. Let's see, if you have pool water, let's see, hold on. If you have pool water, you're all set for water. Very true. Just make sure it doesn't start growing algae. Get a water bob for your tub. Yes, those things are great, but they're a pain in the ass to get the water out of, even though they do come with a little pump. And then now you just lost the use of your bathtub too. What about Berkey water filters? Best water filters on the planet. I do recommend, it's like you could buy the whole Berkey system and spend about $3 to $4, maybe even more, $100. I always tell people to watch the YouTube videos, buy the black filters, and buy it like a couple of sets of black filters, right? And be careful, because they are fragile. And then build yourself the 2-bucket Berkey for almost nothing. You can pick up a food grade. Well, let me tell you a little secret. So if you go to Walmart or any other place, you can pick up a food grade bucket with a lid for anywhere from $3 to $5, which is expensive in these times. But little secret, I'm gonna Joe Biden your ass real quick. If you go to Walmart and you go to the bakery, they'll sell you a food grade bucket, sometimes with, sometimes without a lid, for $1. Now you know that. Can you buy antibiotics without a prescription? Technically, no. Legally, no. But all right, you guys are asking antibiotics. Antibiotics affiliate link. Okay, the link is in the bio. Go to products that I support. It's the very top one. It's called Jace Medical. Click that. It is. Let me get the damn antibiotics. Hold on, guys. Okay, guys. So, like I said, the link is in my bio. They are pharmaceuticals. They are prescriptions. They come in your name. Okay. Like I said, the link is in the bio. It's under products I support. It's called Jace Medical. This is called the Jace case. So if you do order some, a couple of things. One, use your phone, and the reason is because you have to verify who you are. They're going to want you to take a picture of your driver's license and send it to them. In the app, it's secure. Believe me, it's all in America. Then a doctor who actually writes the prescription is going to ask you a few questions online, and then they're going to decide whether they want to sell it to you. If what's the name of this store? Link in the bio. Products I support. Jace Medical. And then once you've answered those questions, you'll get an email, and the next day they'll say, hey, your stuff's been shipped, and in about a week you'll get your Jace. So let's see here. Good morning. Window liquor. Hey, yeah, good morning, sweetheart. Good morning to you, Snookums. You guys got to know that anybody with the name Window Liquor is going to be nothing but trouble. But I love that guy. Okay, so what's inside the Jace case? Yeah, this is the back pouch. And I got to be careful how I handle this because, like I said, they are prescriptions and they have my name on them. So you guys don't need to know all that stuff. All right, so the first one, what do we got here? This is Erythromycin. And then it also comes with this nifty little book that I'm going to talk to you about. This is the Emergency Antibiotic Guide. We're going to close that up just so things don't fall out of it. And then let's crack this puppy open here on this side. Whoa! I guess this one's still open. I got to be careful here. What do we got? So it's going to come in these bottles. I'm going to cover that up. It's going to come in these prescription bottles. Okay. And this one is ciprofloxacin acid. Let's see. This is metronidazole. This one is doxycycline. And then one of these is a double. That's the other, doxycycline, because they give you, it's a very common antibiotic, so they give you like 60 pills. Or no, it's like 120 pills. And then amoxiclav, which is amoxicillin. It's kind of a neat case because it's got the tearaway stuff with the Velcro inside of it. You can put up to 10 things inside of here, but they only come with 6. So if you had more than one, now I actually have 2. I have one for me and I have one for my girlfriend. The product itself, it's about, I think it's like $260 for the case. But if you do the math, and I want to share this with you. You know what? I'm just going to set that to the side because it's a pain in the ass. If you do the math, okay? Yeah, Cipro's in there, bro. I think I said, hold on, let me, amoxicillin, doxy, Cipro. Yeah, ciprofloxacin. Cipro's in there. All right, so if you, I want to talk to all the ladies. Guys, pay attention, all right? I didn't get this old because I don't know what I'm talking about, okay? So just pay attention for a second. So my emergency guidebook here is going to tell me that if I have bacterial vaginosis, ladies, your bodies are different than ours. It's that easy. Let's just use some common sense here. I'm going to find out that what it is, and I'm going to find out that I need to take 1 tablet per month 3 times a day for 10 days. Boy, does that sound familiar. And what category? That's going to be the metronidazole. And that is how to get rid of that nasty little bug that is far worse than a yeast infection. Now, here's the reality. If we have a little problem, we don't feel right, and we know our bodies, so I mean, not we, but ladies, I'm referring to me as a female right now, which is kind of weird for me, but anyway, we know when your body is not right, and you know what it is too, and you're like, you can feel it coming on, and you're like, oh my God, I need to make a doctor's appointment. So here's what happens. You make that doctor's appointment, you get in your car, you take time off of work, you go to the doctor's office, and you pay your copay at the doctor, and then of course they've got to do lab work, so now we're going to do the copay on the lab work. And then they're going to say, let's be preemptive. And we're going to send you off with some amoxicillin. And if you know your body, you know that shit's not going to work. So you're going to pay for that, right? The copay on that one. And then the lab work's going to come back in like 1 to 2 days. How did So if you're on the YouTube side, I just had it again. Somebody just said I was doing illegal activities. It's too funny. Anyway, let's see here. Guess I'm going to go ahead and kill the live stream on this side too, guys, because the reality is that it is what it is. I got a couple of new Patreons I got to take care of, and I got to put this stuff away and get ready to get a little work done anyway. So stay safe and have a great day. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.